Your second part of the question, do people change? I see people changing every day, all the time in the work that I do. Yes, people change. I wouldn't do the work that I'm doing if I didn't see and experience the evolution, the healing, the growth, the learning, the re-regulating of a nervous system, the more connectedness with self, the capacity building. Yes, people change. And then more pointedly, do men change? Of course they do. Yes, they do. They grow, they change, they open up, they heal. Yes, I see it happening. That is true. What I would advise people, though, is to put the change efforts into relationships with a person who likes to change. Because there are many people out there who don't really want to change, except in the small surface ways that help them avoid a conflict. And you want to vet those people because there's a lot of people who are very invested in lots of placating change. Do you know what I mean by that? Like make you feel better for now kind of change. But it doesn't go deeply enough. If you are a person who is looking for emotional intimacy, connectedness, you need to find a person who intrinsically wants that too. Yes, people change, but you're not going to change their fundamental nature. So when people show you who they are right now, you do believe them. I think Oprah said that, or somebody famous said that, like, believe people when they show you who they are. But that's not to bypass the real possibility that they would change. But in the same way that, like, I'm going to use a crazy analogy, a very boring analogy, you guys, but like, because I have a puppy in my house, my partner has a French bulldog. No, is that a Frenchie, whatever those things are called? Is that a French bulldog? I think it is. That's what he has. And we have a very different kind of dog. Their temperaments are very, very different. Their innate personalities are very different. This little Frenchie has no desire to cuddle or sit on your lap. It's a little cannonball around my house with high energy, right? It's a very different. This Bernedoodle that I have, literally, if I'm on the couch, it will come and collapse its very large body all over me and roll on its back, and it wants cuddles. All it wants, all day long, is cuddles. That's my kind of dog. I'm never going to get that from the Frenchie. That's not the kind of dog that is. So this is very much oversimplified, but when you're choosing a life partner, figure out who you are and what you want to have be brought out in you. And if you are living in a cultural system where you have the privilege of choosing your own partner and, you can experiment with lots of people, I know that's not possible in all parts of the world. You're vetting for like goodness of fit. It's not that there are good and bad people or that there are superior and worse people or, like, but you're looking for knowing who you are, what is a good fit for you? And what does this person bring out in you? How well, there's got to be enough difference that it's not super enmeshed and boring. There's got to be enough difference that you are inspired to keep growing and evolving, and enough sameness in the desire to grow and evolve that they're in it with you and that you're not dragging them along on a personal growth journey all the time. Listen, when we're moving in and out of relationships with other people, we want to do it with as much care and as much consciousness and as much pacing. You do it slowly, you do it deliberately, you do it. It's not a rejection, it's not an abandonment, it's not a discarding of someone. It's a bunch of conversations about are we really a good fit for what each of us is needing. There are things we can change, and then there are fundamental things that are not going to be different. And those are the things we're wanting to sort out. And then I get to decide, are the things, your fundamental things and your fundamental way of being, is that something that I can live with sustainably for the next 60 years or not, or the next 20 years or not, or the next 5 years or not, whatever your timeline is. I mean, I've been in relationships where in the early stages, I'm like, oh, this is fine. I can live with this. And then 3 years in, I'm like, this is like a shoe that doesn't fit and I'm getting blisters and I can't do it anymore. I could do this for the first 3 miles, but now the shoe has to come off. Like the rubbing is actually now harmful to me. So I know I don't want to reduce human relationships to dogs and shoes, but I am kind of doing that just to simplify some of the principles. So I hope that's helpful.
Yes, very much.
Okay. Good luck with
Yeah.
the conversations. Have it be backwards and forwards. Find out where he is at. And you get to decide what's going to bring you alive. You only have your one life. So you get to make, for this situation, you get to make the decision that is best for you. Good? Okay. Good luck.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. Great question.